The Super Bowl 2023 games and highlights will be coming up next on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023. The Super Bowl 2023 matchup is now live streaming on GOAT's International Sports Showdown 2023. Seed 7 Miami Dolphins 9-8 vs Seed 1 Philadelphia Eagles 1-7-0.
Tonight, it's Madden NFL football. Super Bowl 57. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. Brandon Gunn here with Charles Davis, and for the Dolphins, what a turnaround under first-year head coach Mike McDaniel. I mean, this is a franchise that did not won a playoff game since the year 2000, but wow, I mean, they're AFC champions.
Give them a big amount of credit for getting here, and how about this franchise in total? They have won the Super Bowl twice, but those were Super Bowls 7 and 8 in 1973-74. They are so excited to be back in the big game.
Meanwhile, it took until Super Bowl 52 for the Eagles to lift the Lombardi Trophy for the first time, and not too many players are left from that squad 5 years ago, but this new group is looking to write a new chapter of Eagles lore.
Yeah, we certainly all remember that performance in the win over New England. Nick Foles throwing for 373 yards, catching the Philly special that will go down as one of the most iconic play calls in Super Bowl history. Now they're back and looking to make it 2 titles in 6 years.
The stage is finally set, and here we go. Super Bowl 57 is underway. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
I think we all heard about it in the offseason. There were many questions asking if Philadelphia might consider bringing in another quarterback to replace Jalen Hurts. He answered emphatically, "This is my team," and he led them to a Super Bowl appearance. A well-deserved moment for this quarterback who just kept his head down, kept working, and eliminated all the noise.
Hurts throwing right away. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. From the 35 on second down. Hurts looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Throwing is Hurts. Keeps himself upright. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. But he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the
blitz coming, and down he goes. Henry Anderson, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And what a moment for him to start the Super Bowl right here. He's had his doubters over and over in his young career, and many of them question if he could truly be an NFL starter, let alone a Super Bowl starter. But here he is on the biggest day of the NFL season, leading a resurgent Dolphins team. How about a little bit of bonus history? He would be only the 3rd lefty to start and win the Super Bowl if he pulls this off, joining Hall of Famers Ken Stabler and Steve Young.
And Hill with it over the middle. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. They'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A run for the first time with Myles Gaskin. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they're bringing an extra defensive back and just blanking the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Hurts throw complete here to his receiver Brown. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Hurts. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. On 1st down, Hurts. 1 quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts, quick slant to Brown. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Sanders is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Sanders again, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spanned 75 yards. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. And Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
From the 30 on second down, Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the 1st on the 35-yard strike. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And able to get this out to the 25. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
11 yards for number 11. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown.
And the Eagles are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll run with Sanders. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Zach Pascal from 4 yards out. And the Eagles are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Tua now on 1st down. And it's caught. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Clock at 20 seconds to go in the half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
Well, if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. 2nd and 4. From midfield, here's Tua. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick-6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there. The Dolphins have a first down. Now a give to Edmonds. Nice move at the 40. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be stopped at the 46, gain of 3.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He'll drop to throw. Middle of the field, he finds Pascal. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. On the move to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
No surprise to see him running again here. Is something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500,
touchdown! A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Eagles are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. On the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they've built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent. And they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Tua on target over the middle to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Here's Hurts to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Rolling to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
To throw again on second down. Hurts letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And Pascal's got it. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Wilson's got it complete. And he goes out right around the 39. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That one complete to Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua, that's going to be caught by Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Looking to pass. Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tua going to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. And the Lombardi Trophy will rest in the city of brotherly love. The Philadelphia Eagles are the Super Bowl champs. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
Yes. That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.